Hey, also Tara here, and I wanted to share with you a tip that is working really well for me. Right now, I am doing the Body Beast program, and just to give you a sense of calorie range, for between, if I do the 21-day fix, I'm eating roughly like 1,200 to 1,400 calories. On the Body Beast program, I'm eating 2,000 calories. Such a big difference, right? So it's a lot of food to eat, and it can be really overwhelming to sit down with a meal plan and to try to figure out, stop please, try to figure out what you're going to eat. And so I sat down before, and I originally was going to do like, okay, here's my weekly meal plan. And I tried that, and it was just so overwhelming. And then I would try to just say like, okay, here's kind of a sense of what I'm going to have for breakfast, lunch, dinner. And even that got a little bit chaotic with the larger amounts of food. So one woman who I had met who had a lot of success actually with the 21-day fix would say that she would sit down and she would just plan day by day. And so what I did was last night, I created this little piece of paper, this little clipboard, and I marked at the top what I needed to eat. And then I broke out my meals. And then I first put in the things that are essential to me. So my Shakeology, I absolutely have to have. So have a meal plan for my family for the week. So I popped in what was scheduled for today, and what the different food groups, I could mark off because of that. And then I filled in everything else, and I would take into account what my day's like. If I know that, for example, today I have to run and register my son for preschool, then during that time I'm going to drink Shakeology because I'm not really going to be around food. So I mark those things down. And then what I do is, for example, this morning, my breakfast was giant. It was just ridiculous. So I wrote that, and I said, hey, I struggled to finish this. I left a little bit of my eggs, left a little bit of my vegetables. And so what happens is then as I go to plan the next days, I might realize, okay, a big breakfast may not really be what I need. Maybe I cut it back a little bit. The other thing that's cool about it is that you have a full day with notes done. So I could repeat this day, whether it be tomorrow or a couple days down the road. You don't need to feel like you need to reinvent the wheel every single time. And not only that, but I'm kind of treating it like a science experiment, right? I am tweaking things ever so slowly to be like, okay, you know what? This really worked at this time. I had an energy slump at this time. What can I do to change it? And over time, you're creating this nutrition plan for yourself that really gets perfected. And I realize that you're going to put in the work right now, but it's going to benefit you so much later. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, is eating always going to be like this? No, it's not. You're just getting used to a new, different style. And one of the approaches that I've really been embracing lately is find the perfect thing for you. So as you're looking at a nutrition plan, or you're looking at when to work out, or when to do this, when to do that, don't always look at what everybody else is doing, but treat yourself like a science experiment. So every day, get a journal, or use maybe this piece of paper and just kind of say like, all right, my energy really struggled at this time. And so you might tweak things. Or, hey, I had an afternoon workout. I really struggled with that. Maybe I bump it up. Just experiment with yourself and figure out what works well for you. Be easy on yourself. Be forgiving. I didn't finish all my eggs this morning. I'm not crying in my soup. I just am tweaking and learning about myself as I go. Okay, so I hope that helps, and I would love to hear any tips that you have on how you're planning your nutrition. Take care, everyone.